John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum is an action movie following the world's greatest hitman, the now retired John Wick, as he tries to stop his old employers from having him assassinated for the events of John Wick Chapter 2. This is a series of straightforward action movies, so there's no reason to do any intro. That's the plot. First movie, he gets revenge for his dog dying. Second movie, he's pulled out of retirement for one last job and has to survive his employer's attempt to cover up the mission by killing him. Third movie, he's still doing the second part of the second movie. Is it awesome? Yes, it's awesome. He fights people with unconventional objects. A set-piece fight revolves almost entirely around the use of throwing knives only. There's one of those showy long-take fights, only instead of being in a hallway like Oldboy, Atomic Blonde, or all 3 seasons of Daredevil, it's set during a motorcycle chase/sword fight with ninjas, and there's one of those famous John Wick shoot-em-ups where some dogs, an element associated with the movies as closely as the signature gunfights themselves, actually participate in the combat. There's a scene where John Wick goes up against a squad of people with body armor so powerful bullets are nearly useless against them, and there's a scene where John Wick fights the villain from The Raid and the villain from The Raid 2 at the same time, sandwiched between 2 other fights as Keanu Reeves' hero walks up a flight of stairs between each one, visualizing literally the level-based progression system of fighting video games. That's what's important. The movie aims to excite with action scenes, and it does. It's still shot very flatly and visibly so that you can always see everything that's going on. Characters in fight scenes and shootouts use their bodies and guns in ways that look stylish and cool, but also practical and realistic, at least to people like me who don't actually know anything about real fighting or shooting. And I especially like that there's only one prolonged shootout this time, as the second movie had 2, and there's probably enough John Wick shootout scenes right now. I'd happily just take the obligatory 1 per movie from now on if it means we just get more creative scenes like the knife store and the motorcycle ninja fight instead. Still, the shootout focuses more on Halle Berry's character than on John, and it kind of feels like they were just going for a backdoor pilot for a spin-off about her. That said, I would totally watch that, so if that's what the scene was, consider it a success. But action isn't the only thing that makes the John Wick franchise special. It's set in a mysterious international society of assassins who all have codes and rules and significant items and symbols. We learn more about these and about John's past and even his tattoos in this movie, filling us in a little bit more without giving away too much, since the filmmakers seem to understand that whatever we the viewers fill in Wick's backstory gaps with in our imagination is going to be better than anything they come up with. My only problem with this movie is that during the middle, there are 4 scenes in a row where John goes to someone, asks them to see someone higher ranking in their organization, gets denied, presents an item or an offering, and gets approved. Angelica Houston, Halle Berry, Halle Berry's character's boss, and Halle Berry's character's boss's boss. 4 times in a row with only 1 action scene throughout that entire stretch of the film. It felt like they needed to pad the movie's time and tried to pass off doing the same scene multiple times as more world building. The John Wick sequels will never capture the small scale of the first movie again, but they still deliver on an interesting setting and the best action you'll see from a Hollywood film. A must-watch for a martial arts movie or shoot 'em up fans, obviously. Can't wait for the next one. Thanks for listening.